bondage and limitations in your life. I am anointed for victory. No demon can bother me. I walk in power, might, and divine authority. With Yeshua in me, I'm winning every fight. In the quiet of the night, when the enemy wants to fight, I pick up my anointing oil, ready in the spirit to fight. The anointing guiding my step, I win victories without sweat. I rebuke every storm that comes my way. The anointing in my oil is bad for days. With my crown of glory, every demon out my way. Every challenge I win. No demon can win me, no day. I am anointed for victory. No demon can trouble me. I walk in power, might, and divine authority. With Yeshua in me, I'm winning every fight. No weapon can touch me, no plan can stay. Every time they rise, I push them away. Victory is mine, I don't lose no fight. Every wrong turns right when I walk in his light. Peace in my heart and strength in my soul. No fear in my mind, I'm in full control. Every door opens, every chain breaks. I rise up winning no matter what it takes. I am anointed for victory. Oh, no demon can bother me. I walk in power, might, and divine authority. With Yeshua in me, I'm winning every fight.
All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So welcome to the Gigi special production. This, of course, today is Wednesday. It's beautiful on the outside in my neck of the woods. It's bright, it's sunny, and it's shining. But we do have a special guest is joining us this afternoon. I want to say a blessed good afternoon for those who are celebrating birthdays today. I want to celebrate with you here on our special edition or production, the Gigi's production. And as I said, we have a special guest who is joining us today. And, you know, this conversation that we'll be getting into this afternoon is going to be a very, very important conversation. I want to encourage you to share the live. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Gigi Show Unstoppable. And then you're going to go and you're going to like and follow us on our Facebook page. All right. So as I get into this conversation, please share. The more persons come in and share the live, because we want this message to get out. This is a very important conversation that you guys need to hear this afternoon. But I want to welcome no other than Miss Michelle, Coach Michelle, to the platform for the very first time. It's amazing having you here with me, singing here on the studio, on the Gigi studio, as of course the Gigi's production. Good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Gigi. I am so grateful to be on your platform and to share your audience. So thank you so much. I'm super excited. I don't know what you have in store for me, but I'm excited.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, what do you have in store for the people? You know, and this is what they need to hear. But I want to encourage persons to keep sharing this live. I'm going to send it to, I'm not sure if I can tag it to you, Michelle, so that you can able to get it to persons out there so that, you know, this conversation, as I said, that's coming up here is very, very important. Michelle, let me see, Michelle. I'm going to definitely tag you in that because we need as much persons to come on this live this afternoon. Let me send it to you.
I am definitely trying to figure out how to do this.
All right. Let me see. I'm not sure if you're on the Gigi Show page.
Yeah, I am on there following.
Michelle, you're Michelle Kamabad, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So once you go onto the page, you'll definitely see it. You're gonna definitely see it.
Okay.
Right. So that we can get into this conversation this afternoon with Coach Michelle. Come on, guys. Listen, share this live. Let's get into this Let's get into the meat of everything.
The meat,
All
huh?
right. Yes, let's get into the meat of it. Let's get into the meat of everything. Yeah. All right. So I've already did my part. I did my part for sharing it. I'm gonna try to invite a few persons. All right. All right. Oh, I think I've lost you.
I'm back. I think I tried to do the Facebook, but it wasn't letting me. It kicked me out.
Okay, 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 okay. All right. All right. In the meanwhile, we're gonna get into this conversation, Michelle. Because I know you're a lady with a
Can't
packed
hear
plate.
you.
I should say. Can you hear me? No, no. You're not hearing me. Are you hearing me? I think we have lost her. In the meanwhile, she's coming in back. In the meanwhile, we're gonna have her coming in back. She's gonna be back in pretty soon. But I'm encouraging you guys to share. Are you here?
Judy, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Can't hear you.
No? Hmm. You gotta go out and come back in. She's frozen again.
Would you like me to go out and come back in?
Yes, yes. Can you hear me now?
Gigi?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I think that the internet thing again is really, really bad, and I think it's raining a lot also. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, Mish. Mm, I'm not hearing her at all. She's probably not hearing me, but I'm hearing her. I'm hearing you. Michelle? Michelle? I don't think she's hearing me. All right. In the meanwhile, guys, we're gonna have her. Okay. Yes. Mm-mm. Turn on the AC, please. I think she's having some trouble. But in the meanwhile, guys, we're having Coach Michelle comes back into the room. We wanna encourage you to share. Come on and hear into this little conversation that we're having here today. But what are we talking about today? We're talking about manifesting the relationship that you want. And this is what we're going to be having Coach Michelle talk about this afternoon with us. I think she's having some trouble. We really need her in the room. We really do need her in the room.
How about now?
I'm hearing you. Are you
I can
hearing
hear
me?
you. Yes, I
Good.
can.
All right. Listen, I know you're in Guyana, and the internet situation can be a bit. I mean, it's man-made, so we have no control over what happens. But I want to welcome you to this platform, as I said, for the first time. For those who are joining us, this is the first time Coach Michelle is joining us here. I want to welcome you once again.
Thank you
First of
very much,
all,
Gigi.
for those who don't know, tell us who is Coach Michelle.
Well, I like how you asked that. So, Coach Michelle is a woman who is God fearing, a wife, a mother, and a servant to a lot of people. I am a dating, marriage, and I am an executive coach as well. I service a lot of people in relationships.
Mhm. Thank you so much. I came across your conference that I know you've done many conferences before, or is this the first? Or let me know. Is this the
This
first
is the
conference
fourth.
you've done?
The fourth.
Good. I've come across, because I'm not sure I knew I came across one before. Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about that. Tell us a
So,
little about what you're doing.
manifesting the relationship you want conference. Um, yeah, let me explain that a little bit. I was told to someone said, "Oh, manifesting the relationship you want sound like New Age." Can I tell you, it's far from New Age. The Lord have used the word manifesting so many times in the Bible. Manifesting is about creating, taking action. Manifestation is the results of your manifesting by taking continuous action. I wanted to create something that will help, especially women, to manifest the relationship they want and the relationship they needed with themselves first. Because we often want to ask the external to provide what we have not done internally. So that's where that name came about.
Hmm. Nice. I actually love the name, manifesting the relationship you want. Um, because actually, you're absolutely right about that. Last week, the Lord dropped into my spirit about manifesting, and He had
Mhm.
me go on a live, I think it was last Thursday. And I was really speaking to persons out there about manifesting the things that they want. And, you're absolutely right that in the Bible, the word manifesting would have used so many times. And I love the name that you've given to this conference. So tell us a little bit about what manifesting the relationship conference you have coming up. Tell us a little bit about that. What is it all about? What it entails? Tell us a little bit about that.
So this year I have been very intentional. Not to say I haven't been intentional before, but when I say that, I mean the topic, the theme was picked like with so much intention because it's something that has not never escaped anyone but probably an infant. And even infants are betrayed at young ages in different ways. There's a child that was left at the doorstep. There's a child that has been hurt physically, So everyone is betrayed at some point. Trust is broken. So when I chose that, it wasn't only because I have gone through it, it's because everyone have experienced it, and it's a common theme that we all can relate to. So this year our theme is manifesting the relationship you want conference under the trust reset. How
On
many of
the
us have had trust broken but never had it reset? So
mm,
that means we go through life with a way that we're having the present pay for the past crimes. Like I wouldn't like pull up to a shop and rob it and say, Gigi, you take the blame and go to jail for me. But that is exactly what we do in relationships. The
mm,
person who have messed with us in whatever way and broke that trust, they are on their merry way, but the next person is paying for that and how you interact with them because we never got a chance to reset it.
mhm. So it's more like you're bleeding on someone that didn't cut you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So
love
this
that
is what,
analogy.
yes, you're bleeding on someone that didn't cut you. So tell me, what can person expect? Because is it for only married couples or just casual relationship? And of course, I don't want to say casual relationship or relationship on the whole. Is it
Okay.
just? Mm-hmm.
I love that question because it brings me back to when it says who's it for. Typically, when that question is asked, you have a specific age group, a specific male, female, gender, all these different things that says this is who's for. But since
Right.
trusts have been broken by everyone or betrayed, it's for literally everyone, right? But here's what I'm going to say. The only differential I would say is the fact that if you have already reset, there's no need to be in this conference. But if you have not reset, then you definitely need to be in the conference. And I would say a great majority of people have not. We sweep it under the
Yes.
table and we move on and pretend we're good. And really and truly
Right.
we are not.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. So I love the fact that you're, because so many persons are having, they're having problems in their relationship, whether it be a mother and daughter. Do you cater for that also? Have you counseled anyone when it comes to, or coach anyone, a mother and daughter relationship, or only
Yes.
spouse?
No, no,
Mm.
no. I have dealt with women. I have a lot of male clients. My husband said, "Man, them boy ain't gay. I don't know. They're brave." Because like there was a piece of time that coaching or any counseling service was so taboo, but I believe that we are definitely moving into an era where we recognize that no, it's not actually, we need the help. And while our parents and grandparents suffer through it, we don't have to. So
Right.
I have male clients, I have women clients, I have couples. I even have siblings, family dynamic. But yeah, I coach a rare of different people. Once it has to do with relationships, even when I deal with like executive, the reason that executive or anyone professional will come to me is because they're having trouble how they're handling their employees or how they're handling the people that are under them. And so the company don't want to get rid of them, so what the company do, they pick somebody who could be on one-on-one with them.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, anything to do with relationships, and relationships are not limited to just intimacy. So that's something I hear people like, soon as they say relationship, they're like, oh, well, I ain't married. I'm like, that's not the only relationship. Right now, we have a relationship.
Right.
You're
Absolutely.
interacting with someone, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Michelle, I really love this because it's going to help a lot of persons out there who are having trouble. And a lot of times we spoke about trust in a relationship. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship. What is this is a question I always want to ask. When it comes to trust, what is the hardest thing in a relationship to rebuild trust? Is it hard to rebuild trust after it is broken in a relationship?
Yeah, very hard. Let me just tell anybody who have broken trust and they're a bit frustrated because the person who have actually done the injury is always frustrated that it's not happening fast enough. And so I just want to tell you, if you have been the one who have been injured or the one that actually did the injury,
Mm-hmm.
this is not a speedy recovery. This is not like two steps click and you're good. This is think about this. You have been storing all this money in the bank and you're like, "Oh my god, I look at my bank account, it looks really good." And then something happened and you have to take out all the money till you are actually bouncing checks. You're totally depleted. So that money took a while to accumulate, but it was gone in a flash, right? And certain betrayals, they actually wipe you out completely. Then there's
Yes.
some that they kind of chip away at it, but you have to build that back up. So yes, it takes a lot of intentionality behind it to build it back. I'm not gonna lie.
That's Thank you so much for that answer because I know lots of persons out there who's listening. I want to remind you guys that we have Coach Michelle is in an interview with me here today, and we're talking about her event that's coming up, manifesting the relationship you want. So, another question quickly. I know a lot of persons would have lost respect in a relationship
Mhm.
between trust and respect, which one do you think is harder to build back? Between
Trust.
trust. Mm,
Do you know anyone that you respect but you don't trust? Like here's the reason. A lot of people listen to this, and I am assuming that you're talking about the trust and the respect in a intimate relationship, right? The
yes.
fact that you,
It could be
how
it
do
could be in
you?
a, it could be in a friendship too. It can be in a friendship too. Because some friends do disrespect you.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you know of anyone that you have trusted but not trusted but respected? Because what is trust, right? Ask the question, what is trust? Trust is a consistency of behaviors that this person have demonstrated that you are able to rely on. Like, for instance, people don't even understand, like parents don't realize they break trust with their children when they tell them, I'm going to pick you up at 3 o'clock, but you have me wait until 3:30. I can, you are building trust, but the trust is, I trust that my parents will never show up for me.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, I can trust that. You hear people say, "Oh, she gonna be late." Why do you think they can say that with such adamancy? Like they know because they have experienced you over and over and over and over doing the same thing, and so they
Right.
can trust that pattern to be true. So if I am trusting you based on your behavior, your patterns that you have exhibit, how can I respect you when you have done everything to betray that?
This is so powerful. Coach Michelle, this is powerful. This is powerful. I've never heard someone said, these words before. And I think this is really, really good. And for persons out there, I want you to tell those persons who are listening and who will be listening after this program what to expect at your conference this weekend. Where is it? If there's a cost to it, tell us what
Yes.
to expect.
So, we are, as I said, there was so much intention behind this year, even more so than any other year. The trust reset, I have created my own pillars of how to rebuild trust. So it's my own methodology, and it is about 5 steps, right? So we're
Mhm,
going to go through the 5 pillars. We're going to actually do a little mini workshop. We're going to have 3 speakers who
mhm,
are going to speak on different things in when it comes to trust. We're going to have an amazing singer. She have been singing for me for the last 3 years. We're going to have dancer. We are going to have the little mini workshops. We're going to have me who are going to deliver an amazing keynote. I have what else? Oh, we have our swag bag. We have our lock. I can't tell you much about the lock, but the lock is about unlocking trust that. Yeah. When I tell you, since okay, I'm going to tell you.
wow.
So
I
there's a
love this.
lock. There's a lock in everyone's bag with a
Mhm.
key, and that's significant because it's your heart is represented that has been locked for however long because someone have told you a lie, somebody has betrayed your trust and um sleeping with somebody else, the person took your job that you were when whatever way that trust has been, your heart has been locked to that, right? Well,
Mm.
we're going to go through all that, and at the end we're going to put it on this big heart, and then we're going to unlock every heart that has actually gone through that 5 pillar and realize how they can actually reset trust. And so everyone is going to be able to unlock that heart and move forward in a way that it's going to be amazing. One of the things that as I said, I'm very intentional. One of the gifts that are in the bag, it's actually a card deck. The card deck is representative of the 5 pillars of trust reset. That
Mhm.
is truth, ownership, repair, consistency, and alignment. And in each one, I give 25 cards in the deck. And a lot of times we want to ask questions, but we don't know how because your partner is agitated and they just irritated. They don't want to talk about the thing that is causing so much problems, right? So
Right.
what did I do? I create these cards so you can play a game And you can have those cards do the work for you, because you're going to pull a card and you're going to answer the question. And the questions vary from dealing with truth. And so when you read that question, you have to answer it truthfully, because no longer is your husband asking the question, or your wife asking the question, or your sister asking the question, or a coworker. It is actually the card who is presenting the question for you to answer. So it
Mm.
takes the burden off of you being the one
You actually
who's,
right to ask the question. Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Got you.
So
Mhm.
that's it. That's another one that's in that bag. So when I create this conference, I wanted to make sure people were definitely going through a transformation of change. Like there was evolution through the conference. It was a start to a journey that they would continue.
That's right. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, for those who, and the conference is being held where? In
At the
Guyana?
Marriott, yes, it's a,
Okay.
so we are doing for the first time online as well as in person. So if persons want to actually be a part of the conference, they can go on the webinar. We have tickets being sold for the online, and we have tickets, of course, for in person. And the in person cost is 20,000.
Mhm.
Online it has two different prices, 35 and 50,
Mhm.
and one gives you 7 days of play, and the other one is be live.
Oh, okay. Listen, it does, a lot of times we take $100 or $20,000 and we go and eat it, or we go buy something and put it on a wear, but we don't invest in ourselves. And I really want you to talk to someone out there who may be thinking that, oh, $20,000, tell them why they need to spend that $20,000 on themselves. They're
Okay,
on
so
the way.
Gigi, I must be the worst salesperson. You know why? I don't think that no one should spend $20,000 if they're not ready to actually walk the walk. I want the people in that room that is ready and fed up and tired of living the same old, same old. Nothing changing. Every time I get a relationship, it goes down. I don't know why I'm triggered. I don't know why I attract the same woman. She just in a different body. I don't know why me and my mom can't get along. I don't know. I don't know. If you are constantly asking those hard questions that you can't get the answer for, that's the person that needs to pay. And that person don't need much convincing. They either have it
Mm.
or they don't. Right. And once they have it, they're gonna get in the room. So the convincing part, as I said, I'm really poor at that, because I tell people, so when a person takes a consultation with me, this is what I say. I said, hi, this is Coach Michelle, um, in this session, you're gonna get to say everything that's on your thoughts. But I always preface by letting them know, you should like narrow it down, because you can't show the whole kitchen sink and expect to get result in one session. So I said, so I'm gonna let you talk. I said sometimes I'm gonna interrupt you, not because that I'm rude, but I want to get pertinent information to you or from you. I said you might see my head down. It's not because I'm ignoring you. I'm writing so that I could keep notes, right? And then I say at the last, I say a couple more things, but at last I said, in this session here, I am going to be evaluating you. And I want you to do the same for me, because I'm not for everyone. And you might not be the right person for me to coach. So we both are under the, you kind of under the screen of actually being evaluated, because
Yes.
not everybody I'm coach. I'm not everybody's coach, and not everybody's my person. So if you come in the room, is because I do something. I stir something in you. I evoke something that says, this woman can get me to where I am going want to go. I'm already desiring it. I have already made a decision mentally and emotionally that I want it. She just can help me, guide me. You know what's a shepherd? God, in the Bible, there's a lot of talk about shepherding. That's all I'm doing. I'm giving you the tools, and I'm guiding you and holding your hand, and I'm keeping you accountable. So if you can't dig me, then I can't do that for you. And if I
Hmm.
don't feel like you're the person that I am, all money is not green enough for
Good
me.
money. I agree with that. I'm with you right there. I
So
am with you right there.
yeah,
Yes.
so I don't know how to convince people. I could just tell them what I have to offer, and I would literally help you get out of that turmoil that has caught you spinning for the last umpteen years. You know, um, there is so many people that have come before me that has childhood trauma
Mm,
in a way that, God, I am so grateful to my mom and dad because I don't even know, like I sat at the Marriott today and this young lady just poured out to me. And I was like, wow,
wow.
how
Wow.
did she maintain this long? Because it is so traumatic, the things that a lot, and this is not like only Guyana, this is Caribbean, right? It's we have this culture of like pushing things away, don't talking about it. And so what do you do with all those feelings? What do you do with all those emotions? And like what do you do with it? Right? So
Right.
you pack it away, you suppress it and stifle those emotions, and then you don't know why you're snapping at the kids, or you snapping at your partner, or you blow up at work. It's because that you don't even know how to deal with the emotions that are coming up. It's not what's happening, it's what happened that has you in that state. So
Right.
that
Mm,
that's the person that needs to be in the room. The person that says, I have made the decision, no more.
no
This
more.
is
No
not,
more.
yeah, no
Wow.
more.
I think you're doing an amazing job, and I think it's
Thank
needed in
you.
this season. And I think that and I know, and I think it's gonna eventually gonna catch on. So tell persons how they can able to get registered for the
So
conference.
the number that is very open to everyone, since WhatsApp the big thing, is 694-9614. If you go to my website, Our Life's Moments, you can definitely go on there and register. But 694-9614 is an easy WhatsApp message, and we will send the link and everything to you. You could register for the webinar, or you could register for the conference, and it shows you the process and how to get payment, whether it's Visa or MMG. Yeah,
Wow, I just love. And what time it starts?
it starts at 3. However, I am telling people to get there 2:30, because remember, you're going in and everybody's checking themselves in. There's a registration, right? And as you're
Yes.
checking yourself, you're picking up your swag bag. You want to actually be able to get the seat that you want to get, and you want to be there on time. We have this whole thing about being late.
Mm-hmm.
I start on
Guyanese
time.
time. The Guyanese time and the American time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I start on time. I start on
Yes.
time. Like,
Yeah,
you bet
and
believe you
especially.
will come in, and
Mhm.
things will be started.
And especially when you want to get into the meat of things, and for them to get everything that they're supposed to have, we encourage them to be there early. We encourage persons to be there early. For those who are in Guyana at this point in time. So before I go forward, let me say hi. In the meanwhile, Master Control is going to get the flyer up, and we're going to see who are some of the speakers. I'm going to ask you shortly who are some of those speakers that's going to be there. But let me go and say hi to the persons who are on the live. I'm seeing Susan London. Hi, thank you for joining. Hi, Ram. Hi, my brother Alicia Bacchus. Thank you guys for joining me. Um, I'm seeing Rosalind. Rosalind, guys, thank you so much. I'm encouraging you to please share this live so the persons out there can hear about this conference. As it's really super, super important. Coach Michelle, before we go, tell us a little bit about who are some of those speakers that is going to be there.
Well, we have myself, of course. We have a surprise guest that I'm not revealing yet, but we have Miss Catty, who has done an amazing job. She was a CEO for Heinz. We have my amazing, handsome husband. And then we have our panelists. We have Apostle Harper. We have Nicola. We have myself again, and my husband is on that panel. And I am missing a name. Oh, we have a surprise guest that we are not revealing as
Price
yet. So,
again.
yeah, yes, we have to. But the panel is going to take questions. one of the things that we are doing is having persons to register, write their question. If they're comfortable to read their own question, we allow them to write their name and they come up and they ask the panel questions. That went over really, 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 really extremely well. The last time, last two
Mm-hmm.
times it went over well. People like that idea. However, sometimes we're not brave enough to ask the questions, so that's why we have decided to start putting it, if you want to be anonymous or you want to actually let people know, like, hey, I'm asking the question.
Right.
But that's one of the things. But it's going to be, Gigi, when I tell you I have gone to many conferences in the US,
Mm-hmm.
and what I wanted to do was, it was pretty audacious of me, but I wanted to create very similar experience that I get when I actually go into a conference. And so everything is so intentional. The
Mm-hmm.
lock, the heart to
Yeah.
put the lock on, the unlocking the lock, the card deck. I mean, everything that is,
Everything. Yeah.
it's intentional. It's about continual growth. It's not about a feel good thing and then we got. It's about, yeah, I feel great. I'm in a room full of people who are like minded. We are creating a crazy synergy in here. But
Mm-hmm.
after I leave, I don't get to carry those people with me, and the synergy kind of dissipates. So then how do I continue that journey? Well, that's why there's things in the bag. The booklet is going to help you. It's going to prompt you to ask and answer some questions. that
Questions. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's the
Mm-hmm.
kind of intentionality behind this conference. It's not a feel good. It's about really moving you. And I must tell you, over the past couple of years, I have had clients who have. I have a client right now. Her pledge is to bring 10 women. I have a client coming from New Jersey. She
Wow.
bought 3 tickets. I have a client who bought 2 tickets. I have had a client that said, Coach, me and my wife put aside $1 million for you. I mean, like, I am serious. I have had amazing. I have a client. He said, Coach, this year we gave you 2,000. Like, these are
Wow.
people who I have served, and
Wow.
they want others
You're
to
seeing the results. I guess you're going to see
experience
the results.
what they have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so amazing. I am
Yeah, I don't
literally,
have any big companies giving me anything. These are people like me and you. They're like, Coach, my biggest supporter is my husband. My husband is my pocket.
I know that way. That is so amazing. I am super proud of you. I want to say a big shout out to your husband, your
Yes,
teammate.
thank you.
I
Yeah.
really, really wanna, give him that kudos. I wanna you listen, it's hard to find men that's gonna really stand and support you. And I want to say a big shout out to
Wait,
him.
wait, 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 wait. Gigi, Gigi, I gotta push back a little bit. If you don't mind, I got to. Here's the thing, Gigi. Um, Men are out there. Good men are out there.
Yes.
Yes, there are guys that do things, but guess what? We are actually participants of those things that they do. They're not by themselves, right? We
That
are
is true.
literally participants
True,
of
true,
what
true. I
these
agree with
men
that.
do.
I agree with that. Yes.
I have been a participant and guilty. So I can tell you, I think if women was to set a standard and all maintain it and we all on the same page, the world will change immediately.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
don't. We have different reasons for why we do things. A lot of it is economics. And so I want to say, I have the most amazing clients that are men that are actually taking coaching without a woman next to them. They're taking
Wow.
coaching so that they can be better men, that they can
Michelle,
be
what did
better.
you just say?
I
What?
just told you, I have a bunch of men that is not with, they didn't come with no wife, they come by themselves. You want to hear something? Let me see something. if I have
Wow.
19 couples, right? 10 of them came by the way of the husband.
Wow.
10 of
Listen,
them brought their wives to me.
we need to give them a handful. Listen,
Yes.
kudos to those men. I am
Yes. Yes.
super proud of them. Wow.
Yes. Yes.
That
Yes.
that that's shocking to me. I'm telling you.
My husband was shocked by it too.
Yeah,
He-
that
He's
is
like,
really
"What am boys and playing on my GT man?"
the
I was
banners.
like,
You can't say boys them banners again and playing. I got to get it right. And I have to
"Yes,
keep them that
yeah,
kudos.
yeah." So
Wow.
there is great guys out there, and I'm definitely one to always represent what is true. And while there is a percentage of those characteristics that we don't like, I also tell the women like, hey, we have done our share of participating in those nonsense. So until
Mm,
we all stick together and go no more, there will always be. It will always be.
yeah, they will always be. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. So quickly before we go, I know you're a very busy lady. You're putting the conference together. You're putting everything that you want the best for those persons who are going to be there at that conference. For those that wants to register online, how can they register online?
So I'm gonna say this because okay, I don't have my website up, but it's our OURLIFES moments with a S.com. Ourlivesmoments.com. And once you go there, everything is on the website.
Put
For
it up again. Our life.
OURLIFES
Okay.
FES and
Moment.
moments with the S at the end,
Okay,
right?
good.
.com. And for those who are gonna WhatsApp, I'm gonna say 694-9614 all day long. We're gonna get back to you. We're gonna send you any links you need, but it's 694-9614.
Okay. All right. All right. So let me get the number back again.
694-9614. And for those in the US, if you don't feel confident with the Guyana number, I would say 412-224-0001.
Okay. 694
9614.
9614. All right. Good. Listen, I really think that this is needed in this time, and
Mhm.
persons definitely need to capitalize on this. And of course, Coach Michelle, I'll be there. Of course, I can't be
Yes.
there in person,
You'll
but
be
I'm
on the
definitely
Zoom.
gonna be there, of course. And I can't wait to see what it's all about. And I want to say this: your next conference, we're going bigger.
We going bigger all
We
time.
doing
Yes.
bigger, and then we're not gonna only do it in Guyana. You're gonna do it in other countries because
From
need.
your lips to God ears.
Yes, you're needed in this time because a lot of persons are struggling in their relationships. So I really want to say thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to leave with those persons who will be at that conference or those who are planning or thinking about it? I think this is something good for me. What would you want to leave with them before we go?
Trust is the foundation of any relationship. And once it's been rocked, you have to put it back together. Please know that not because trust have been broken, it's done. That's a choice if you choose to do so. I don't fight that. But if you want your relationship, you could actually build it better than it was ever. And a lot of people are blown away by that. Like, how is that possible? Because now you can negotiate for what you actually want, not just the lovey-dovey thing.
I just love this. I just literally love this. When I first heard about it, I was like, because I saw it, I came across it, and I was like, what is it all about? But when I had a talk with you, it was like, this is something beautiful to be a part of,
Thank you.
and I'm so
Thank
happy that
you.
I caught you in time. I
Thank
caught you in
you.
time so that we can able to have this conversation. I'm going to be
Yes.
supporting you in this conference. I'll be sharing the
Thank
flyer for
you.
those who the numbers in the chat, guys. I've just placed the number and also the website. You can go on the website and get registered.
Yes.
All right. And
Yes.
once again, repeat your number if there's anyone that wants to connect with you directly. Is there a number that they can put to call?
412-224-0001.
412
224
224.
0001.
Got that. All right. Coach Michelle, CoachMich. All right. Coach Michelle, it's a pleasure having you here. And
Thank you, Gigi. I
for
appreciate
that,
you.
I'm looking forward for this conference on Sunday. Guys, let me
Yes.
say this to you. Definitely I'll be there, but not in person. But Gigi is going to be there. And if you
I
hear Gigi
know.
is going to be there, know it's something good. So once again, Coach Michelle, thank you for joining me this evening.
Thank you
And
for having me, Gigi. And I
absolutely.
appreciate you.
And I wish you all the best as this
Thank you,
conference,
Mama.
as you go forward in this conference. Thank you once again. So everyone, once
Thank
again,
you.
who's part of the live, I want to say thank you for joining, and stay tuned once again for our next Wednesday for the next Gigi's production as we get into conversation. All right, Coach Michelle, have a wonderful evening. Be
You
blessed, and
too.
we'll talk.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So that was Coach Michelle. That was just on the live with me. She's a coach, a relationship coach, and she's having a conference that's coming up on Sunday at the Marriott Hotel in Guyana. All right. So, guys, once again, thank you for joining. So next Wednesday, join me for the next Gigi's production as we bring you another program. As a matter of fact, join me next Tuesday for the next episode on the Gigi Show, and then next Wednesday for the Gigi's production. All right, see you guys and have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.